Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Rethink again. Back to you bringing another one of my mappings. As you can see here, this is the APC40, and this is my second version of this map definition. It's pretty in-depth, and let's just get right to it. First off, this is a left-right logic type of mapping. You've got this 4 by 6. These 24 buttons here are for the left deck, and these 24 buttons here are a mirror image of these, but this is the right deck. So we get the left and the right, and we've got the left deck and the right deck down here. You can't see all the knobs yet, but I'll get to that. Another thing you can't see, it's mapped the way I have it. What you can't see over here is a 4-channel mixer and the audio 8 DJ going to the mixer. So that's why some of this stuff is mapped this way. You'll see here in a second. First, I'd like to show you the browsing is all done here. Holding this as well as using the Q level. Actually, let me change this view to there. So pressing this top key, the top scene launch, you can see here that I am scrolling through the tree, the file tree there. And if, let's say, let me go to a playlist here, and to unnest you just push it again. You see that there? And let's go ahead and pull this playlist open just so I can show you guys. So that's the first one. The second button here, scrolling, you get the song list, right? See that there? And this third button here is your playlist. So it's completely independent from the keyboard. You don't need to touch anything. So you've got that there. Let's launch. So enough of that. And let's go ahead and close this. And there. And switch this view. So you've got that. Right now I've got Hello loaded on the left deck here. Let's go ahead and find a difference. How about hit the lights? Let's try that. So we got play, stop. This is deck select, and this is load, right? So we'll go ahead and load that up there. And these lights here will be blinking. This one blinking means that deck left is selected. That one there means that deck right is selected. And as you see, all of the LEDs have full control over all these LEDs now with this definition. So that's something that has changed drastically from the first definition that I put out. So I also use the Q level since it's an encoder there. And we've got this as Q1. See, so I've got 1. Let's see, put this one here, 2, 3. 4 is already set, so let's do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Right, so you can juggle these just like this the way they are. Awesome. Shift, delete these bad boys right there. So you got 7 of them, and you've got this blinking light here. What this blinking light does is, as this is held down, now the left deck is in smart Q mode. What that means is that anytime you press one of the hotkeys, it'll be quantized to the beat grid. So that's kind of handy. But if you're not holding it down, then it's kind of like a juggle mode. If you can understand that. What I've got here down at the this row here is red. This whole row here is red. You can't really tell with the camera I'm using, but this row's red, and the way I mix this is a drop a 4 loop automatically, and you can see the light went off. That's just feedback for me. 4, 8, 16, 32. So you've got that. So let's go ahead and get this thing kicked off. What I've got here, these ones are orange. Turn that down a little bit. These ones are orange, and what I've got these mapped to is the loop and roll effect. So let's turn this up. Right, so you can hear that. Comes in handy, you know, build-ups, breakdowns, things like that. So that's what I've got mapped here so far. Let's see, other things I've got mapped. This last row here controls all the pitch and things like that. Let's go ahead and two outside ones control the pitch up and down completely. Key lock, right? And as you can see, the pitch is going up very slowly, though, very slowly, very subtle, right? And then the two in the middle are bends. So this will be bend down. So you can hear it in the music there. So pitch bend, right? That's the very, very, very basic controls that I've got here so far. There's a lot more map to this, and what I've also included in all these things is an Excel spreadsheet, because there's just that much mapping going into this. Again, this is this 4x6 is the same thing as here, 4x6, same thing. All that stuff is the same. One thing. Let's go back to the sampler. This track selection here. We've got my samples 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got the 8 mapped. One thing, you can control the volume of these. Like say I've got this one going with this. Oh, you can't even see that on screen here. How about number 8? You can see I've holding down the master and turning this changes the volume there. Only while it's active. See if I'm holding it, see, bang. Alright, so you've got that as well, like that. The stuff I've got down here is, I guess, a bonus for anybody who uses video, because this is all my video controls here down with all the pitch sliders and things. All my video controls are here. They're very, very intricate. It was, and you know, take a look at the mapping. But these are all video controls. Give it a whirl. See if you like them. What I've got over here is the pots. Right. Let's go ahead and kick this one off again. These are different effects. This one is this is reverb, one of my favorite effects. So what we've got is the reverb wet and dry, and this is room size. And as you can see, I've also taken advantage of the LED rings. And in this mapping, there's a way to map all of it. I've got the all, also the pan left and right, and also the normal LED kind of thing, like this one here. Right. So I've got that. I've got the voice filter. One of my favorites also. Alright. This one's gate. Can't really hear it. So while the gate is playing, these buttons here control the actual gate. Don't know if you can hear that very well, but that's that. And then another one of my favorites is the sound, right? So that's another one that I like. Alright, that right there, the 8 pots and the 4 buttons, same thing. 8 pots, 4 buttons, same thing. So all that stuff is the same. Now I told you there's a whole lot of stuff, there's a whole lot of things mapped to it, because all these white buttons here are all modifiers. I didn't really list. I really can't go through all of them because there's just, like I said, so many. But if you take a look at the Excel spreadsheet, you'll see that how much I have layered into this whole control. So again, that's all of it in a nutshell. Let's go ahead and cue some other things up here. For those of you guys who use sync, if you hold this button down here, one of these two, hold this down and push the select, it will sync. All this stuff will sync up again. So let's just play around with this. said, if you saw that there, see if we can throw that off a little bit again. So you see it's off. Hold this down to sync. Right. So you can see the sync working there. Just going to turn that down. Let me see what else. Again, right, juggle those. But hold this down again. That's quantized. Right. Right. It's super responsive. What else can I say? That's it in a nutshell. I mean, if there's anything else you want to know about it, go ahead and hit me up. www.djrethink.com. There in the contact me page. You can find me there. Or you can go info@djrethink.com and you can hit me there directly. But again, that's it in a nutshell. Thanks for watching. Peace.